Despite what some will tell you, 2021 was a great year for games, and 2022 is looking to be great as well. So today I'm going to talk briefly about the games that are on the top of my radar for the upcoming year. They may blow me away, they may suck. It's impossible to say right now, but I'm looking forward to finding out for myself. Also, besides the final game, these aren't in any particular order. But without the way, let's talk about my must-play games of 2022. Let's start off with Relayer, a mecha strategy JRPG that I'm hoping will be the new space opera I've been waiting for. Last year had Super Robot Wars 30, which was great, but it's exciting to see a new IP come onto the scene in a time where the genre of mecha strategy JRPGs is limited to pretty much Super Robot Wars and SD Gundam. The character designs are great, gameplay animations look pretty flashy, the mech design is good, and I just really hope this game ends up being the full package it has the potential to be, with an engrossing story that I can get lost in. It's out worldwide March 24th, so the wait won't be too long.
A creature wanders restlessly through the darkness. Silver light illuminates the land and the mountains, and with an entranced roar, it shows its true form.
Next up, we actually have an expansion, but given Capcom's past track record with Monster Hunter expansions, this one may be big enough to be considered its own game. But yes, Sunbreak is the expansion of Monster Hunter Rise, which was my game of the year for 2021, so I have a lot of expectations going into this. Base game Rise was focused on Japanese folklore with its monsters, and it was my favorite set of new monsters the series has ever seen, and with Sunbreak, it seems they may be going for a more western folklore inspiration, with a vampire and werewolf inspired set of monsters already teased for the game. A new expansion likely means not only new monsters, but more maps, more weapons and armors to craft, possibly an expansion of mechanics like we saw with the Iceborne edition of Monster Hunter World, and maybe most important of all, we get Master Rank, or G Rank if you prefer to call it that, which makes hunts far more challenging than base game, which will be nice since Rise was more easier than past games. The Sunbreak expansion is set to release this upcoming summer, and I cannot wait to dive back into Monster Hunter Rise with it.
They say, the wonder is, not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it.
Now let's talk about Starfield, or as much about Starfield as I can, since we technically have yet to see gameplay of it. But it's the next big thing coming from Bethesda, who have described the game as Skyrim in space, which is enough to get me to try it. I really like Skyrim and I really like space, and also I love the Outer Worlds, which was made by former Fallout devs and was Fallout in space. So I know the formula can work, and I hope Bethesda has taken these years of development to really go above and beyond with Starfield. But even more than what Bethesda themselves offer with Starfield, what I may be most excited for are the mods that are sure to come with the game. Bethesda games are fine on their own, but it's really the creative and mind-blowing mods from the community that take them to the next level, and that alone is enough to make Starfield a day one for me, even without having seen much of it so far. "2022 has to be the year. This has to be the year Digimon Survive comes out. This game was announced back in 2018 and was supposed to come out in 2019 initially, but after delays, not hearing anything about the game for years, many don't believe the game will ever see the light of day. But I have faith it's still coming. Survive seems like such a unique take on Digimon, not only with the strategy-based gameplay, but the fact the story will have choices and consequences. Digimon as a franchise is no stranger to mature storytelling and going dark places that you may not expect, but it sounded like they were really trying to hone in on that with Survive. I just hope the year's improbable development hell haven't changed the project for the worse. No release date except for Digimon Survive, but they did say 2022 will be the year we finally see the game, and I'm gonna hold them to that. Next we have Pokemon Legends Arceus, our first official open world Pokemon game, which still sounds crazy to say. Open world games are hit or miss for me, and the Pokemon games haven't been the shining example of quality in recent years, but even so, I really want and hope Legends Arceus is a breath of fresh air for the series. Pokemon has always had the potential to be a phenomenal open world game, and I really want this to be that. The setting is interesting, taking place in the ancient Sinnoh region, and for the first time ever, we're actually going around throwing balls at roaming wild Pokemon ourselves. There's different battle styles and even a crafting system. It's all pretty new for the Pokemon series, and hopefully all works well. Trainer battles with the exception of some bosses seem to be gone though, and I don't know how to feel about that, but hopefully the other stuff more than makes up for it. Like I said though, I really hope this game is good. I feel Pokemon needs it right now, and hopefully it sets a good example for the series going forward. Pokemon Legends Arceus is actually out this week, on January 28th, and I'm even doing a giveaway for a copy of the game. Check out the description below to find out how to enter. Next, let's talk about something a little different from the rest of the games on today's list, and that's Baldurs Gate 3. First, I should know that this game has technically been out for going on 2 years now, but it's been in early access. The full release is planned for this year, and that's how I've been waiting on to dive into the game. Baldurs Gate 3 is a D&D inspired Western RPG made from the same devs that gave us Vanilla Original Sin 2, one of the best games I've ever played. Hence why I'm so excited for Baldurs Gate 3, and why I've waited years for the full release to really sink my teeth into it. These games have a ridiculous amount of content and freedom to shape your adventure to however you want it to be. And the mod support for the Vanilla Original Sin 2 took the game to a whole nother level with custom classes, an expanded party, quests, and more. The game has no official release date as of this recording, but is slated for a 2022 release, and I will be there day one no matter what that release date is.
Choices give rise to conflict. Will those decisions lead to
Serenoa Wolfort,
hostility,
I challenge you to a duel.
betrayal,
If you mean to proceed with this folly, then you will do so over my dead body.
or heartbreak?
Finally, at number 1, we have my most anticipated game of the year, Triangle Strategy. This game on paper is everything I've been looking for. Gorgeous 2D HD graphics, tactical gameplay, characters with depth that develop over the course of the game, choices for the player with lasting consequences, political drama, it has it all. If there's any game on this list that needs to be as good as it can possibly be for me, it's Triangle Strategy. It's from the devs of Octopath Traveler and Bravely Default, both of which I really like, but we're missing something to take them to that next level and be must-play JRPGs. But it looks like Triangle Strategy might have it. I played the demo of the game and was very impressed with everything I saw, and we've taken feedback from that demo to improve the experience for the final release. Triangle Strategy is out on March 4th, so we won't have to wait too much longer to sink our teeth into it. 2022 is looking to be a great year not just for RPGs, but games in general. What are you looking forward to playing this year? Let me know down in the comments below. If you want more videos like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you later.